Welcome to this short practice focused on releasing tension and pain through the lower back. Start lying down, knees are bent, soles of the feet on the floor. We'll arrive to our practice today by taking a few conscious breaths, so place one hand on the belly, one hand on the upper chest. As you inhale, feel the lower hand lift. Roll the breath up the body till the top hand lifts, pause at the top, and then gently release the breath. Inhale, lower hand lifts, then the top hand, pause at the top, and then exhale, release the breath away. Take a few more breaths like this in your own time. And then we'll hug the knees up into the chest. Have a gentle rock from side to side, head and shoulders relaxed. We'll keep hold of the right knee, bring the left leg out long, pushing the left heel down into the floor. As you exhale, your right knee comes into your chest. We'll bring the right hand out to the side, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and guide the right knee over to the left hand side for a nice spinal twist, stacking the hips, turning the head to look at the right fingertips. Coming back to center, swapping the legs over, left knee comes in, right leg comes out long, pushing that right heel down into the floor. We'll bring the left hand out to shoulder height, right hand comes to the outside of the left knee and bring it over towards the right for a twist. Turn the head to look at the left fingertips. And then slowly releasing back to center. And we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee, push the right knee away from the face, lift the left foot and thread the hands through, holding on behind the back of the thigh, or for a bit more, around the left shin. Head and shoulders are relaxed. Maybe gently tipping over to the left hand side, just a few inches. Keeping the breath nice and soft and smooth. Squeezing the right ankle in towards the chest. And then releasing the left foot down to the floor and showing the sole of the right foot up towards the sky. The hands are behind the back of the thigh. The knee can be bent. Maybe bringing the hands up closer towards the foot for a nice hamstring stretch. We'll point the toes up and then towards the face. Toes come up towards the face. Once more, and then we'll lift the head and the shoulders up off the floor, squeezing the forehead towards the knee, elbows out to the side. Slowly releasing down, and then crossing the left ankle over the right knee, pushing the left knee away from the face. Lift the right leg, thread the hands through either side, interlacing behind the thigh, all around the shin. Maybe tipping over to the right, just a few inches. Feel how that increases the stretch. And then release that leg. Right foot stays down, sole of the left foot comes up towards the sky, holding on behind the thigh. Encouraging the knee in towards the face. You can bring the hands up towards the foot and then we'll point and flex the toe. Bringing the toes in towards the face and then up to the sky. Lift the head and the shoulders, elbows come out to the side, squeeze the forehead to the knee. Releasing off, head and shoulders come down. Hug both of the knees into the chest. Pulling the knees in. Then gently releasing. Soles of the feet come down. We're going to find our bridge pose. Palms are facing down. Maybe you can just graze the heels with the fingertips. Big toes point in ever so slightly. We'll push the lower back down into the floor and then lift the hips up towards the ceiling, pushing into the heels, pushing into the hands. The weight is up on the shoulders. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll slowly roll down the spine back the way you came, until the hips come down to the floor. And again, inhale, lift the hips up, squeezing the glutes, pushing into the heels. Making sure the head remains looking up towards the sky. Staying here, or if you want to, lift the hands up and over the head so the back of the hands come onto the floor. As you exhale, hands come up and over as we slowly roll down the back and the hips come down. Inhale, lifting the hips up at the same time. The arms come up and over. Keep pushing into the heels, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, arms come up and over, roll down the spine. Hold on to the back of the thighs, pull yourself up. And we'll find an extended child's pose. So coming through tabletop, big toes together, knees are wide, hands come forward, and exhale, the head and the chest, melting them down towards the mat. We'll slide the hands forwards, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up towards the sky to find our first down face dog. So we'll gently pedal through the legs here, coming up onto the ball of one foot, dropping the opposite heel down towards the mat. Keep spreading the fingers wide, pushing the chest through the arms, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Pedaling the legs. And then both heels come down towards the mat. Keeping a generous bend through the knees if you need to, pushing the chest towards the thighs. Start to feed the body forwards, drop the knees, untuck the toes, and roll yourself down. Hands either side of the shoulders, forehead comes down to the mat. Finding cobra, inhale, push into the palms, lifting the chest up. Pulling the chest forwards at the same time with the hands, making space in the lower back. Keep the elbows tucked in, shoulders from the ears, and then exhale, slowly roll back down. Forehead comes down to the mat. And again, inhale, push into the hands, lifting up, maybe slightly higher this time. Keep the elbows tucked in. Exhale, release, rolling back down, forehead to the mat. Then we'll push into the palms, hips come back to the heels, finding our extended child's pose. Arms can stay out in front of you, or bring them round to the sides of the legs towards the feet, letting the shoulders flop forwards over the knees. You'll bring the hands forwards, gently pushing up, and find a comfortable seat with either the legs crossed or they can be out long. We'll roll the shoulders. We'll bring the left hand onto the right knee, show the right hand forwards. Inhale, lift the right arm up and over, place it down on the mat behind the hip. And we'll turn to look over the back shoulder. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. The back of the left hand can come onto the knee to encourage that twist. And on an exhale, slowly coming back to center. Bring the right hand out to the side, and exhale, drop the left ear down to the left shoulder for a nice release through the neck. Come back to center. Right hand to the left knee, left hand comes forwards. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bringing it down, finding that nice twist, looking over the back shoulder. Using the front hand to encourage the twist if you want to. Breath in. Breath out. Exhale, coming back to center. Bring the left hand out to the side and drop the right ear down to the right shoulder, finding a release through the neck. Release and come back to center. Place the hands on the knees. Just have a check-in and see how you're feeling. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. We'll take a final inhale together to close our practice. Arms come up, palms to touch. And exhale, hands to heart.